Hey everyone, Matt Freeman here, Capital Mortgage, also known as California Home Strategies. You've probably seen my website, CA Home Strategies. If you haven't, check it out, cahomestrategies.com. Wanted to take a brief moment today to talk to you about a new move I've made in my business that I'm super excited about. Last year, 72% of my business was realtor referral, 84% was purchase money. And what I found was the increased regulation and paperwork that we've been required to do on our end has really kind of slowed down the process, kept me in the office a lot more, kept me behind my desk, and really decreased my opportunities to get out and create more business for my business partners, my real estate agents, and create those buyers to refer out. I did a lot in the beginning of the year, and towards the end of the year I found myself behind the desk and not going to the networking events like I had in the past, and really just kind of decreasing my opportunities that I was able to create the reciprocity that is kind of given me this relationship with the realtors I work with, that we work together quite frequently. So that being said, making up a big abundance of my business, I wanted to in 2010 make change, and that change was I hired a loan associate, Chris Kohler, here in the office to assist me with the processing side of things. And I think that specifically there are 5 reasons that this is going to help others increase their business in 2010, specifically my referral partners that I work with, and that I'm thankful to have been able to work with. I want to make sure I can maintain those relationships. Reason number 1 is it gives us 2 experienced loan officers. Chris has been a loan officer for a long time. He spends more time behind the desk processing, and both of us have been top producers year in and year out. So we've really streamlined the process where I'm out there meeting people, greeting people, doing the belly. So we have an off-site, on-site. Don't get me wrong, I'm still in the office. I'm in the office right now. I've been in the office much of today, still doing a lot of the stuff that I need to take care of. But Chris has really helped streamline that process. So when I get a new app, I can email everything over to Chris. We can get that quick pre-approval, and or I can be off-site pre-approving in the office. So if you have a meeting with a client, it just frees up me to go out and do some of the things that I've been able to do in the past that really just didn't happen towards the end of the year because of the increased processing times that we spoke about. Reason number 2, gives me additional time to market. Being part of SAC Tweet Up, the face-to-face books, the notary, the BNIs I've been involved in the past. I went to many networking events. Used to coach a lot, football, bocce ball, Special Olympics. I haven't been able to do any of that. Many times I find myself in the office till 7:30 at night, so wasn't able to get out and meet people. And as you guys know, it's a relationship business, and not being able to meet people was an issue for 2 reasons. 1, meeting people in the past has afforded me the ability to create buyers and refer back to the agents who make up the bulk of my business. And less I was able to do that, and it was a little more one-sided, and I just don't feel good about that. I really liked in the past that, hey, hey Karen, how you doing? I got this buyer for you to work with, and it seems not to happen as often, loan officer to real estate agent, and so I always felt that that was one of my strengths, was the ability to create buyers to refer back to my partners, and I'd like to do that some more in 2010. So this is going to afford us the time. I'll be able to market your listings on Facebook, some of the things I'm doing with blogging and video. I'm really excited about that. I'm really more excited to get out in the fresh air and talk to people again. Then the 3rd reason, 84% of my business last year was purchase money, and so I really feel like between Chris and I, we really have a great understanding of all the products that are available to your consumers out there, via HomePath, 203K Streamline, FHA is probably what we did quite a bit of, conventional financing, CalSTRS, CalPERS, SHRA, MCC tax credit. Those programs, if you go on to the government websites, we're one of the lenders that is still approved to do those, so we have all the certification. And so I feel like we really have the ability to talk to a consumer, figure out where they fit as far as the best optimal option for them to purchase a property, and then get that loan program moving forward for them. So I'm really excited. VA, that's another one that I forgot of off the top of my head. Fourth reason that is between Chris and I, we have over 20 years experience, and I don't want to say that lightly, because you can be in the business for 20 years and know nothing, in my opinion. It really comes down to number of transactions, and between Chris and I, we did about 100 transactions last year. So just last year alone is a career, I think, for some individuals. But each year we've kind of hit those numbers, and when you look at it, that's a lot of loans to go through the system, and they've been changing quite a bit, but I think there's no substitute for number of transactions closed. You gain a lot of experience going out and doing something. Just hanging around and hearing things is one thing, but to actually get your feet wet, get your knees dirty, hands dirty, and find out how hard it really is to get that through the system, or find ways to make it easy to get it through the system, really no substitute. So between Chris and I, we have over 20 years of experience in the industry with a number of transactions closed, and really excited about that as well. I think the last most important reason is we know it's important. Close transactions. Everything else is just a waste of time. Everyone is out there trying to get a deal to close. Brian Buffini said that he thinks 50% of the transactions are going to happen by April. Historically, it's somewhere along 40%. He also said 47% of the market will be first-time home buyers as of for 09. So 2010, I don't think it's going to change much with the tax credit, whatnot. We're seeing a push here just prior to April to get into contract so we can close by June 1st to take advantage of the tax credit. May or may not see a lull after that. Probably expect to see a little tick up in interest rates over time by the end of the year, quite a bit higher. But we know it's important, close transactions. It's important to us to make sure that the transaction closes for the buyer and then for every other party that's involved. And our communication is going to be great, because not only will I be communicating back, Chris will also be communicating back. So a few of the comments we've got just in the short time that we've implemented this was awesome, great job, thank you for all the communication. It's not often that we get emailed this much or contacted this much, so it might be a bit of over communication. But if you haven't worked with Capital Mortgage before, I think the team that we've created, Chris and I, really kind of makes up our core values. Here at Capital, our core values are commitment, accountability, professionalism, integrity, teamwork, open communication, and leadership. And that's what we're hoping to bring to you. So I just wanted to let you guys know that we made a change this year for 2010, hoping to free myself up to get back out there and do some of the things that I really enjoy doing, creating more buyers, and making sure that the same level of service that everyone's been used to in the past is not kept the same but upgraded. It can always get better. So changing market, changing environment, it was time for some change. We think it's going to be great. Your feedback would be appreciated. Hope this wasn't too lengthy, but just kind of wanted to let you know what was going on. Thank you again for your business, and make it an awesome 2010.